Here we are again. In the next two videos, we will be programming operation 4. That is the drilling through the part with a drill diameter 4 mm and then tapping M6 in a depth of 7 mm, as we can see here. Drill through and tap. So let's do it. We will adjust the speed for drilling first from our initial spindle speeds. Under S14, I still have my default value of 2000, and I will insert a speed that is equivalent to a 90 meters per minute cutting speed for a diameter 4 mm drill, which gives us 7,160 RPM. 7,160 RPM, and we are good. Then, to stick within the convention of Tornos, that we want to have 21 and on numbers for our geometries for the longitudinal drillings or operations, I want to change my rapid approach for my first operation, which will be the drilling. So here I have the rapid approach for a turning tool, so I will change it. I change the icon here, not to be confused. And then here I can see Z14 equal 1. I want to start a little bit before, let's say 3 mm to make it safe. And then here I will go directly at X0, which is the center of my part. And then I have already my 1421. As you can see here, it's still at 1401. But once I generate for the first time, it's going to change it automatically. So I can leave it like that. So here I overridden before with 1421 instead of 1401. We are good. And now I can program my drilling. I edit the text. For example. And then I change the icon of a drill here. And we are good to go. So here, you remember in the previous operation, we drilled to a depth of 13.8 millimeters. So I can go in rapid to a depth of 13 millimeters without any problems, correct? So G1, G100, Z14 equal minus 13. And then on the next block, I can start drilling actually Z14 equal minus, I will go down to, let's say, 22 millimeter deep, 1 millimeter past the back of the part, or a little bit more, with a feed of 1/10. We are good, and now I can exit the operation in rapid at, let's say, plus 5 millimeters. I am done with my drilling. I validate. And now here, this is the rapid approach for my tap. But I still have the geometry call for the drill. So I want to change this one, okay? So I double click. And here I will say T1422 instead. And this will be changed automatically once I generate, no problem. And I validate. Now, at this point, I want to also change the geometry for 1422. Which I programmed here, but I haven't created this geometry yet. So let's come here and choose the first line to create a new tool. I click here and I will type 1422.0. And then I can choose here tapping, longitudinal, tap longitudinal, that's okay. I say okay, and here we have our taps. So on my double front drilling unit, I have two bores that are 32 millimeters apart. In diameter, it will come to 64. So my first location for the drill was at 222. So if I remove 64, the location for the second bore is at 158. Z stays the same, minus 50. And here we have our geometry that is ready. Okay. Now, I still want to put in place my speed change, because we will be going from 7,160 RPM to a speed that will be good for tapping, correct? So let's say 600 RPM. So I will create a new icon. So I click on the magic band and I insert an operation. That will be the change of my speed. Okay, and then I will go at a speed of M1403 S, let's say 600 RPM. Let's try like that. Don't forget to delete the Z, otherwise you will have mismatch errors. So I check my deleted and I validate. Now I want to time it. Once I'm done drilling, I will decrease my speed. So I hold the left button of the mouse. I hold it down. I drag the mouse to the beginning of operation 9.4. I release. And then I do the same. I don't want it to start tapping until I am sure my speed is at 600 RPM. So I will put another constraint from the end of the speed change to the beginning of the what will be the tapping operation, which is not programmed yet. So I go to the end of this operation box until I see the anchor. I press the left button of the mouse down. I keep it pressed. I move to the beginning of the operation where I see the anchor and I release it. So at this point, the speed change is in place with the right constraints. And that's it for this operation. In the next video, we will go through the programming of the tapping itself.